Hello, good evening. The European Championships are drawing to a close in Glasgow. The 11-day event, shared with Berlin, attracted more than 360,000 sports fans. The city's leaders say it shows Glasgow has everything needed to successfully stage major sporting events. Andrew Anderson reports.
Braving the drizzle with 16 circuits around Glasgow ahead of them, the men's road race, one of the last events in the European Championships. Television coverage of the Championships has beamed pictures from Scotland to a potential audience of more than 1 billion across Europe. The Championships, shared with Berlin, have brought more than 360,000 sports fans to Glasgow. 3,000 athletes have taken part in the 11-day multi-sport event. Scotland's Ross Murdoch lost out on a medal this time, but says the competition's been great for competitors and fans.
It's been great, to be honest. We've had pretty decent weather as well so far, and I feel like, out in Glasgow Green just now there's a fairly good buzz. So yeah, I'd say it's been a fantastic event. I'd say the whole city's getting on board.
And it's been good for businesses too, like this burger stall, kept busy feeding the fans and the workers.
Unfortunately, we don't get to do as much in Glasgow as we'd like to, so it's good to get in here for the full 12 days and really get our food on the map. It's an eclectic mix of Scottish street food, so it's good for people to recognise that and enjoy it.
Road closures caused a headache for some commuters earlier in the week, but Glasgow's civic leaders believe the city's well placed to host more events on this scale.
All of the sporting federations are saying Glasgow is a city that we know that we can come to, that the facilities are exactly what's needed, but also the organisation and everything surrounding it. Glasgow just does this really, really well.
Oh, it's a really good dive. It's mathematically possible for her to win the gold.
Back to the sport, and after taking gold yesterday in the 3-metre individual springboard, Edinburgh's Grace Reid could only manage 4th place in today's synchronised event. The Championships may have ended with some drizzle today, but the organisers are hoping fans and competitors alike will be leaving with positive memories. Andrew Anderson, reporting Scotland, Glasgow.
Police in Aberdeen are investigating an indecent assault which happened in the early hours of yesterday morning. A woman was assaulted by a man at 1:45 on George Street between the St Andrews Street and John Street junctions. Police say they'd like to speak to people who helped the woman immediately after the incident. The number of people sleeping rough across Scotland has risen for the 2nd year in a row. Figures obtained by Scottish Labour show the proportion of people sleeping on the streets before registering as homeless has increased by 10%. The Scottish Government says tackling and preventing homelessness remains a key priority. The majority of the public would like to see the devolution of Network Rail in Scotland, according to new research which was commissioned by Abellio ScotRail. A survey carried out as part of a wider report on rail north of the border suggested 60% of Scots believe decisions on the country's railways should be taken by organisations overseen by the Scottish Government. At present, Network Rail, which is responsible for maintaining rail infrastructure, is funded by Transport Scotland but is ultimately accountable to Westminster rather than Holyrood. The Scottish Liberal Democrats have unveiled a plan to boost the teaching profession ahead of the party's autumn conference. The proposals, including a pay rise as well as a new premium to attract teachers to schools in disadvantaged areas and retention bonuses for those who commit to posts in hard-to-fill areas. The Scottish Government says teachers are highly valued, and this is proven by the recent lifting of the 1% public sector pay cap. Football, and Rangers got their first Scottish Premiership win of the season, beating St Mirren 2-0, while St Johnstone's tie with Hibs at McDermott Park ended in a 1-1 draw. It's a bit dreich today. Let's get the forecast with Christopher. Hello.
Isn't it just? Thank you very much indeed, Laura. Hello there. Yes, a bit of a soggy Sunday for many of us. You can see the outbreaks of rain on the radar as it slowly edges its way northwards, and of course lots of photos from our weather watchers like this one with fairly dreich conditions there, cloud and rain, but there was some sunshine around. You needed to be in Shetland to see the best of it. Lovely picture from our weather watcher Gordon nearby to Lerwick. Through the next few hours, staying cloudy and damp, outbreaks of rain continuing to edge their way northwards, perhaps some heavier showers just flirting with the borders, and temperatures, well, nothing too cold. We're looking at overnight lows around about 10 to 14 Celsius. Still some clear conditions across Shetland. For the week ahead, it's looking really rather unsettled with our weather coming in off the Atlantic, driven by low pressure, so outbreaks of rain, breezy if not windy at times and rather cool. So to start Monday, it's a cloudy start with some outbreaks of rain once again. Something a little bit drier towards the far north, and again some sunshine for Shetland and perhaps along the Solway coast as well. But that cloud elsewhere thick enough to produce some spots of light rain or drizzle, and temperatures around about the mid to high teens, perhaps 20 degrees down towards Dumfries. And then for Tuesday, some showery outbreaks of rain in the morning across western Scotland, easing off later towards the east coast, something drier and brighter, and temperatures across Aberdeenshire up to 22 degrees. That's the forecast for now.
Thanks, Christopher. And that's Reporting Scotland for now, but Christopher and I will be back with another update just after 10:20 tonight. And in the meantime, of course, you can stay up to date on the BBC News Scotland website. Until we see you later, have a great evening. Bye-bye for now.